This is part 2 of a video on really feeling the compás of Soleá. Right? I made part 1 and now part 2 for anyone who feels like they're not quite connected to it. Like you understand the compás, you know what it's supposed to be, you can memorize compases correctly, but you're not quite connecting to it. In part 1, we looked at how to hear compás loops because this is a really good way to sort of feel how to connect to the patterns, right? And then we looked at how to get to 3 and resolve back to 10, right? So we really looked at this idea of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Which is something you can memorize, but we talked about like how to really feel that, how to make that feel like it's compás and not like you're just playing what you've learned. So in this video, we're going to take it a little further and we're going to look at the traditional Escobilla melodies that are such a big part of Soleá because they phrase a little differently than that stuff, and it's really important to connect them to compás as well. And we'll look a little bit at how to incorporate a falseta without losing that sense of really knowing where you're at. So the first thing I want to look at is, like I said, Escobilla phrases. There's really a few basic essential phrases that you have to know when you're playing Soleá, right? One of them is this rasgueado thing that we all learned very early, right? Very essential melody or thing that we play in Soleá. The other one right, and the other one we're going to look at now, as you know, there's a million variations of these melodies, but these are really essential ones that I want you to be able to phrase. And to get there, I'm actually going to talk about something that's not one of these, which is another thing that a lot of us learn really early on, right? Which is this intro. What all of these things have in common is that they're basically three beat phrases and then 10, 11, 12. Right? We have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right? Or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Right? Or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Right? And the falseta that I mentioned, that intro, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right? So all of these are 3 threes and then another 3. A mistake that happens all the time with this one, the way I generally teach it to a beginner would be what I just played, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then second compás, same thing. And then 7, 8, 9, 10. But you would be amazed, or not, at how many people get a little confused, especially the second time around. And there's a lot of reasons for that, but I want to just break this down for a minute before we talk about playing it with a compás loop or anything like that. Like I said, it's kind of straightforward, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? 3 3-beat phrases. 10, 11, 12. That's 4 threes, right? That gets you your 12-beat compás. So we have 1, 2, 3. Second time around, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Most people don't have trouble with that. What they have trouble with is the second time when we do, and then, but there's nothing hard about this, right? It's something doesn't connect, right? For a lot of people when they're starting out in compás. And so what I want you to really take a look at here is how we're arranging things, right? We talk a lot about how the accents in Soleá are 12, 3, 6, 8, 10. And then so much of what we play is not quite that, right? And so that's a little confusing, and that's kind of the heart of what we're looking at here. 1, 2, 3, right? That feels like the 1 was a downbeat and an accent, but no one ever says that 1 is an accent. And then 4, 5, 6. Again, it feels like 4 was an accent. And then 7, 8, 9, 10. Was it 7, 8, 9, 10 or 7, 8, 9, right? So a lot of these phrases feel like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that's not wrong, right? That's just one more thing that happens. But it very often happens with the backdrop of, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So what I want to do first here is feel these phrases in a way that connects to the compás. Now, let me go back to, generally for the second compás, what people do is they'll go 1, 2, 3, this part's easy, and then do 7, 8, and then come to this, right? This, I hear this a lot, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Obviously, if you're counting, that's wrong. And I think that the reason people make this mistake is because they're not really focusing on these 3-beat phrases, which is clearly what I'm trying to hammer home here today, right? These 3-beat phrases are hugely important, and learning to feel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the way I'm going to have you practice this is to actually simplify things and to really think about the melody. So I'm going to put on our trusty Flamenco Explained Compás loop, which is free on the site. It's web-based, so it doesn't matter if you're iOS or Android. And I'm going to play some of these melodies in a way that I want you to hear and sort of connect to. So we have 12, 1, and 2, and 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to take our, and we're going to connect here by just doing the melody, right? And really trying to feel the 3-beat phrases. So here we go. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. So what I've done is I've taken, and it doesn't really matter what version of this you generally play or how many versions of this you have. When you break it down to the essentials, what we have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, with the compás, all I really want us to hear is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's step 1. Step 2, we're going to add just one little thing. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop counting. Now, pay attention to that 10, 11, 12, because this is really important. I think of this as a turnaround, right? It kind of gets us back into the beginning, right? We resolve from something, we're done, and it sends us back into more, right? And there's a lot of ways we can do that, right? So we can do 7, 8, 9, 10, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? We can do 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or, as we saw in the previous video, we can hit the 12 a little harder. We do 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, getting used to starting on 1 after all of these different ways of feeling that 10, 11, 12 turnaround, I think is essential. So I would practice it literally that way. I would think, okay, I'm going to do 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now 10, 11, 12, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, however you want to do the 10, right? So you're really working with all the different ways of feeling the end of the compás. And this brings me to a really important thing, which is that anytime you learn anything new for Soleá, never start playing it from beat 1. Right? If you learn a new falseta, you learn a new little bit of compás, you learn anything, always build in the turnaround. So rather than say, okay, I learned a new way to play, I would never start it there. I would start it here. 10, 11, 12, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Whatever I'm doing. Because that way, no matter what comes before it, you can get into this, right? You're building in the turnaround. You're building in the transition from whatever to here. But if you build that into everything you practice, you're going to be in really good shape. If you're really comfortable with your own versions of this, then go ahead and play them, but not until you really feel the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Right? It's really important for you to feel that phrasing, feel the 3-beat phrase and how the 3-3-beat phrases get you back to the resolution. I think this is one of the most important things to connecting, because once you feel that, then you can apply this to, for example, right? So we could do the same thing. We could do 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Right? It's all about sort of feeling how 10, 12 gets you to 1, right? And sometimes that's the tricky bit, right? 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, or 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, right? Getting that turnaround so that that 1 feels solid and you know where you are, and then just feeling the 3s, right? It becomes kind of easy after a while to feel, oh, bum, 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 doom, dum, 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 10, 11, 12, right? This will become second nature as you play this, especially if you pay attention to the phrasing in 3s. So the next thing I would do is alternate the kind of stuff we did in the first part of this video, which is more about getting a 3 and then resolving back to 10, with Escobilla stuff, right? Which is really the basis for falsetas, which we'll get to in a sec. But so go back and forth from this idea of 12, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 1, not just repeating the same compás structure over and over, but now you're getting really comfortable with all of the variations. So I would do this in a very minimalistic way. I'm going to put on the compás now and show you one of the ways I would think about this, right? Because we're not really worrying about technique right now. We're not even really worrying about material so much as we're worrying about phrasing. So this is how I like to approach this. So first, make sure you're feeling the compás. 12, 3, 6, 8, 10. So I might go 12, 1 and 2 and 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Right, so I'm just kind of alternating between one way of phrasing the compás and a different way of phrasing the compás. And I think that this is really important to go back and forth because it's it's not very easy. It's relatively easy once you've kind of gotten one of these ways of feeling the compás down to lock into it. But then to be able to kind of go back and forth between the pataka 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the 1, 2, 3, 1. Right, to go back and forth between those ways of feeling the compás takes a little getting used to, right? So give yourself time with this. The next thing we're going to look at, or really the last thing for today in this video, is falsetas. And the good news is that basically most falsetas, most traditional falsetas, phrase in threes, as these Escobilla things do. So, and if we look at a really traditional, like a super traditional, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, let's take that for a start. This is, in a way, it's almost simpler, right? It's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're just repeating the same 6 beats, right? So very traditional way to phrase a falseta. But again, it's not that different from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, ba. This is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right? If we do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? We could think of it as 2 6s, or we could think of it as 3 3s and then a resolution. But really, it's about the threes and how 4 3s give us 1 compás. And as I say this out loud, it's like 4 3s, like what am I talking about? Feel the threes, right? Don't worry about the 12s or the compás. Just really feel how these threes add up to a compás. And the more you get used to, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whether you're counting or feeling, is that bum, bum, bum. That's really the unit that so much of Soleá is made up of. So you're going back and forth between this kind of 3 feel and this sort of ebb and flow thing, right? This kind of thing. And everything connects with our 10, 11, 12. So when you're starting to really feel things and feel how it connects to the compás, these compás loops really do become your friend, right? I feel like it kind of goes through phases, right? When you first start playing with compás loops, they're confusing, and so they're not really helpful. And then you kind of get it, and you're like, oh, this is really cool. And then it becomes really comfortable. And then it almost can become a crutch, right? Where you want to say, okay, great, I can play it with a loop, but then can I really keep my compás going without it? So you'll have to judge where you are in that relationship. But once you've connected to it, I think it's great to like take any phrase that's kind of new and that you're not 100% sure about and just loop it, right? Because almost everything in Soleá is going to come back to, right? So you'll really know if you're, if this is on 10, 11, 12, you'll be able to really feel that and connect to, okay, the end of the compás going into the beginning of the next one. I think one of the most confusing things for a lot of people is that so much of Soleá starts on 1. And then there are moments when it starts on 12, 1, 2, 3, right? So really make sure that you're paying attention to that, especially when you're doing the stuff that starts on 1, right? 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, or 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Like be really in control of your 12 to 1, which sounds like it should be super easy, but it goes by quickly, right? So it's a thing to focus on, to really focus on, to make sure that everything you're doing is flowing the way it needs to. So the main takeaway of this video, or the main takeaways I should say, are 2. The first one is really always be practicing everything starting from 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, or 10, and 12, 1, 2, 3, right? Don't start from 1, because that really builds in the transition so that you're starting everything properly. And then the second big thing is that with the Escobilla melodies and with the falsetas, phrasing in 3s is huge, right? And so as you're learning it, pay attention. How many 3s are there? How do they go together, right? Like where are they? Where do they sound? Or where do they start rather? And what do they sound like? And how do they give me my full compás? And can I hear that happening over the compás? As you learn to keep track of all this, you'll start to feel the 2 different major ways that Soleá phrases, right? This sort of ebb and flow of F and back to E on 3 and 10, and the phrasing in groups of 3s. Of course, there's some more advanced stuff. There's lots of things that are very syncopated and very weird in Soleá, but that all becomes possible when you really gain control of the fundamentals, which is what we're looking at in this video and then the one that comes before. So really put a lot of time into this. Take all the material you know in Soleá, play it with the loops, and then play it without the compás loops, right? To really make sure that you understand how they fit in compás. And if you really, as you gain mastery over that stuff, all of the more complicated stuff will actually really start to make a lot more sense.